And after 2.5 years, I've quite frankly had enough of it. I don't care where they go, just go away.
Imagine trying to obtain information from your local public officials, and you show up to the city council hearing, and they basically tell you what an awful person you are, and you might as well leave their city. Well, this is not the usual experience, but remember Michelle from Port Richey, Florida, where the video footage showed the cops busting in her house on an inspection warrant, and the body cam footage also later showed them making Anne Frank jokes. You remember that? Well, the same lady, Michelle, showed up to the Port Richey City Council meeting and expressed her criticisms of her government officials and discussed the pending FOIA request, and just listen to what she was told by her city.
Michelle Wojciechowski, Port Richey. I'm going to use this time to ask some questions because I'm not really gaining any transparency from local government, which includes the police department. So I'm posing this as a question because I'd like to know where my money's going as a taxpayer. On July 29th, I made a payment to the city for a public record request for the chief of police cell phone records in the amount of $146.44. On August 15th, I was not supplied these records, although payment was remitted in July. The response was that our chief of police was out on leave, so I could not get the records, and that's been since July. So I would like my public records, and I'm asking the council to refund my $146.44 in addition to interest upon delivery of my records. And I'd also like to ask that we consider supplying our records custodian additional training as well as implementing an electronic system for public record requests.
Thank you. We need to concentrate on the things that are improving the city of Port Richey. In an ideal world, the handful of individuals that have weaponized the requests for public records would just go about their business and quit burying the staff under these massive requests for information, literally thousands, if not tens of thousands of pages, that are slowing down work that could otherwise be done in the city. And I know we've got at least one person in this room tonight that is involved in that, and I will let them remain nameless. But I know who they are, and I know who the others are. And it is at this point not even what can they get out of it, it is just what can they do to screw up the works and stop the city from functioning. And that is what it is basically devolved into. They have no intent of letting the city try to get better. They have no interest in seeing the city get better. They are simply out to absolutely disrupt the city in any way, shape, or form that they can. And after 2.5 years, I've quite frankly had enough of it. I don't care where they go, just go away.
Is there any more basic, fundamental, protected First Amendment free speech than showing up to a city council meeting and speaking to your local elected public officials? That is highly protected First Amendment activity. Imagine doing that and then having them in retaliation or in response to what you're doing, just castigating you, insulting you, defaming you, and telling you to just go ahead and leave. Leave the meeting or leave their town? Probably both. As a general matter, public officials may not respond to constitutionally protected activity with conduct or speech that would chill or adversely affect that protected activity. You can sue for this, but to succeed on a First Amendment retaliation claim, you have to show 1, that the speech was protected, which this was, 2, that the alleged retaliatory action adversely affected the protected speech, and 3, the causal relationship that existed between the protected speech and the retaliation. As always, thanks for watching. You'll find more information in the link below to my blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. If you have a video you want me to review, please use the submission link in the description or at the blog. If you want to learn more about these cases, these situations, your constitutional rights in general, please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss updates or future videos, which YouTube will hide from you if it's not making them money, if it's not monetized, if it has violence. Please also subscribe with your thoughts about this case. Do you think that this was First Amendment retaliation or retaliation in general? If you want to support the channel, please consider clicking the join button on YouTube, becoming a channel member or sponsor. Remember, freedom is scary. Deal with it. See you next time.